Alright, hello, Tally. This is Chinchilla bringing you a video, mostly screenshots because the NDA has not been fully lifted, so no video, except for this little ending of the cutscene. Mostly screenshots. So, this video is about my thoughts and feelings about Phase 3 beta and what is sure to come and be an excellent game. Let's jump right into graphics. First of all, as you'll see in a minute here from the screenshots, the graphics are phenomenal. It's made to run great on low-end PCs and even a million times better on high-end. And some of the screenshots are in standard and some are in maximum settings. And, you know, there's a huge difference on my PC, FPS-wise. So, usually for screenshots, I'd stop and switch it to maximum and take the screenshot, switch back to standard, and run around. But like I said, beautiful regardless. Amazing. So the only bad thing I have to say about the graphics is some of the weapons clip weird into your body armor, and that's kind of annoying, but I mean, look at these screenshots. I can deal with it. Let's get into leveling. Leveling was pretty awesome. Even though I'm Legacy and I've got level 50 jobs, I had so much fun making alts and leveling, and you know, you just stop in some of these quest hubs and you're like, wow, you know, this game's awesome. And the stories are funny, if not, you know, engaging, and it's just a great time. I can't even remember when I've had this much fun playing an MMO or any game. With the exception of The Last of Us. That was pretty dark and kind of messed me up for a few weeks. But anyway, the missions, the storyline missions, they start right off. They get you interested. You know, it talks about what happened in 1.0 kind of, and everyone's role in it, and it's... I can't even... it's leaving me like speechless, even though I'm like a talker, so that says a lot. And pardon the sniffles, I have a kind of a cold, which is weird for the middle of summer, I know, but whatever. The dungeons, the instant raids. So you level like 1 through 50 in solo, and then you kind of are forced into these raids where you have to group up, and it's only 4 people, 4-person raids, and they're very straightforward, with the exception of the last one, which is Copper Bell. And that is so intense. Like, so you're running through these mines, and there's like this mini boss of like this slime, and you have to like pop up a bomb and have it self-destruct on the slimes. So that's how you kill the slimes. And that might not be like really crazy to anyone, but to think that that's a below level 20 dungeon, and that's the kind of stuff they're planning. You know, what is going to be going on at level 50. It's just, it's blowing my mind. I am so excited for Phase 4. The quest names too are hilarious, like Hello, Tally, and, you know, My First Bow. They're all like My First whatevers. I can't think of any more right off the top of my head, and I've only got 10 minutes, so it's really, they're really hilarious. The Duty Finder. Click this little hourglass button. It says, you know, you're on Conjurer or White Mage. That means you're a healer. Which dungeon do you want to flag up for? You can pick up to 5. And it just puts you in a queue. And it's so fast, especially at peak hours. And you just... Me and my buddy were messing around with the dungeons, and we were in like seconds. It was literally accept, blip, blip, you know, ding, ding, ding. Here you go. Let's go run this dungeon. Oh, okay. That was quick. Thank you. It was just awesome. Also, Dungeons Toto Rock. The 1,000 Moths of Toto Rock. Awesome. Last boss, you have to like run around out of these like swamp puddles, and at one point you have to like switch targets to this big scorpion's tail instead of his body, which is very kind of like a Final Fantasy thing in my mind anyway. So that was really cool. You get like these chocobo companions from your grand company, and they're also the same chocobos that you ride, so they like fight with you or they'll heal you, and you can like set the stance to what they use. Amazed, amazing, awesome. So much help, so much fun. The job balancing too. All the DDs, you know, none are strangely overpowered. And you'll kind of have like positioning that really makes them crazy damage dealers. When you think about, okay, so you're a monk, and a few of the monk abilities are, you know, it does more damage if you're behind or to the flank of the target. And the amount of damage difference you can see between someone inexperienced to someone experienced in the same like dungeon is crazy. So, you know, if you know your job, especially Black Mage kind of had a high learning curve for me. It's not just point and nuke, it's very interesting. I don't have the time to really get into it as much as I want to, but you've got to check this game out. The tanking jobs are also awesome. Paladin, you have a lot of, you know, it doesn't, neither do really great damage, which is a change from 1.0, because Warrior was like a beast. It could take damage and deal damage really well. But, you know, it's kind of dumbed down, but it's got an ability to, so you can like turn off the tanking part of it, but it's still not as good as the dedicated DDs. But they're both just so much more fun to play now, because you have these like weapon combos that might restore MP or generate more enmity, or, you know, change the last part of the combo and it makes it an AoE. It's a lot of work went into this, and it's really refreshing. White Mage was actually really hard for me because it's a lot of cure 1, cure 1, cure 1, cure 1, and then like you get like a 10% chance that your cure 2 will be like free. And you don't get cure 2 to like level 30, so our highest dungeon in beta 3 was level 32, I believe. So it was really kind of stressful in some of the raids. So it's really not that easy of a game, but it's also, there's so much training between the beginning instances and the guild hests, which are awesome. It's literally like the first 4 guild hests are just teaching you about aggro and all this other stuff, and there's this huge EXP reward, so it really encourages people to go ahead and do these. I checked out like the difference between using like a Thaumaturge, which is kind of like the starting class of Black Mage, because then at level 30 you start unlocking jobs from classes. Like Arcanist, when that's released, you'll be an Arcanist, and then at 30 you start job quests, and you can go Summoner or Scholar, etc. And then as you level those, Arcanist also goes up as well. So the main difference we checked, just me and my buddy, was we got on Thaumaturge, and all we equipped was a weapon, and then we threw on the job crystal, and we got like 20 more intelligence. So we didn't test it for every job, but you know, that's a pretty big increase. And the difference is classes can equip every class's actions, jobs. They give you a few extra abilities, but they really make you stronger, so you're more adapted for party play with the jobs. It's really amazing. There's still crafting and gathering, more than just sitting there hitting execute, let me fish through the friggin' inventory for items. You know, there's kind of a lot to it with the gathering and crafting logs. You know what you need, and you know where to go look for stuff. It's phenomenal. I really can't wait until Phase 4 and launch. I'm going to throw some links in the description. I definitely encourage you to check out Gamerscape. They have always awesome articles and write-ups and interviews with like Fernwallis, which is from the forums, does a lot of lore. E3 interviews, and then there's some really great Japan Expo interviews around the web too that you should check out. But that's all I really have time for today. Enjoy the video, subscribe, thumbs up if you want. If not, whatever, it's just YouTube. Have a great day. Leave a comment and we'll talk about it more. Alright? Awesome. Bye.